Hesiod's Theogony, translated by Norman O. Brown. Book 1. Let us begin our song with the Heliconian Muses, whose home is the high and holy Mount Helicon, who with soft feet dance around the violet spring and the altar of the almighty son of Cronus. After they have washed their smooth skin in the Permisus, or in the Hippocrene, or in the holy Olmius, they do their dancing, so beautiful and so lovely, on the top of Helicon. Strong is the movement of their feet. Rising up from there, they travel through the night, hidden in a thick cloud, but letting their beautiful voices be heard while they sing of Zeus, the lord of Aegis, and Queen Hera of Argos, who walks on golden sandals, and bright-eyed Athena, the virgin daughter of Zeus, the lord of Aegis, and Phoebus Apollo, and Artemis with her showers of arrows, and Poseidon who both supports the earth and makes it quake, and venerable Themis, and Aphrodite with her sparkling eyes, and Hebe with her golden crown, and beautiful Dione, and Leto, and Iapetus, and the trickster Cronus, and Dawn, and the great sun god, and the shining lady moon, and earth, and mighty ocean, and black Nyx, and the rest of the sacred race of gods who live forever. These muses once taught beautiful singing to Hesiod, as he was pasturing his lambs at the foot of holy Helicon. The goddesses first addressed me with these words: "Shepherds whose home is in the wilds, you miserable disgraces to your trade, all belly and no hands, we know how to tell many falsehoods that seem real, but we also know how to speak the truth when we wish to." This was what the eloquent daughters of mighty Zeus said. They also gave me a staff, a branch of evergreen laurel, which they trimmed with marvelous skill. They breathed into me their divine voice, so that I might tell of things to come and things past, and ordered me to sing of the race of the blessed gods who live forever, and always to place the muses themselves both at the beginning and at the end of my song. But enough of this gossiping. Now let us begin with the Olympian Muses, who sing for their father Zeus and delight his great soul, telling with harmonious voices of things past and present and to come. Sweet song pours from their mouths and never wearies. The house of their father Zeus the Thunderer laughs as the lily-like voices of the goddesses float through it. The peaks of snowy Olympus and the home of the gods echo with the sound. They lift their immortal voices to celebrate first the venerable primeval generation of the gods, born from the Mother Earth, and huge Father Sky, and then the gods who are descended from them, and from whom all blessings flow. Secondly, they honor Zeus, the father of gods and men, both at the beginning and at the end of their song, since he is the greatest of the gods and the first in power. Next, the Olympian Muses, the daughters of Zeus, the lord of the Aegis, delight the soul of Zeus on Mount Olympus by singing of mankind and the mighty giants. These muses were born in Pieria, to memory, the queen of the hills of Eulither, after her union with Father Zeus, the son of Cronus. Their nature is forgetfulness of evil and rest from cares. On 9 successive nights did Zeus, the lord of wisdom, unite with her, going to her sacred bed unknown to the rest of the gods. And when the year was up, as the seasons revolved and the months waned and many days had passed, she gave birth to 9 daughters, all of one mind, all with spirits dedicated to song, all carefree in their hearts. A little way from the topmost peak of snowy Olympus were they born, and that is where their smooth dancing floor and their beautiful home is. Near them, the Graces and Passion keep festive house. As soon as they were born, this immortal choir went in procession to Olympus, glorying in the beauty of their voice. The dark earth echoed all around as they sang, and under their feet a lovely sound leaped up as they went to their father. Their father, the king of heaven, the sole possessor of the thunder and the blasting lightning bolt, who by his power conquered his father Cronus, who in his wisdom assigned to each of the gods their properties and settled their privileges. Such was the song of the Muses, whose home is Olympus, 9 daughters of great Zeus, Clio and Euterpe and Thalia and Melpomene, Terpsichore and Erato and Polyhymnia and Urania, also Calliope. Calliope is the most exalted of them all, since it is she who attends on the majesty of kings. Whenever the daughters of great Zeus observe the birth of one of those appointed by Zeus to be kings and decide to honor him, they pour sweet dew upon his tongue, and the words flow like honey from his lips. All the people look up to him as he in judgment gives straight verdicts. With his sure eloquence, he knows how to bring even large disputes to a quick end. Kings must have strength of mind for this, that they may secure redress for people who are wronged in the marketplace, their gentle words winning eager consent. Such a king, as he enters the assembly, receives worship like a god and gentle reverence. He is conspicuous in the assembled multitude. Such is the sacred gift of the Muses to mankind. It is the gift of the Muses and of the archer god Apollo that makes men on earth singers and musicians. It is the gift of Zeus that makes men kings. Fortunate is the man whom the Muses love. Sweet words flow from his lips. If someone has sorrow and is sick at heart and stunned with fresh trouble on his mind, and if a servant of the Muses sings of the glorious deeds of men in former times, or of the blessed gods whose home is Olympus, he quickly forgets his bad thoughts, and no longer remembers his troubles. The gifts of these goddesses instantly divert the mind. Daughters of Zeus, I greet you. Add passion to my song, and tell of the sacred race of gods who are forever, descended from earth and starry sky, from dark night and salty sea. Tell how in the beginning the gods and the earth came into being, as well as the rivers, the limitless sea with its raging surges, the shining stars, and the broad sky above. Also how they divided the estate and distributed privileges among themselves, and how they first established themselves in the folds of Mount Olympus. Relate these things to me, Muses whose home is Olympus, from the beginning. Tell me which of them first came into being.